Romans what? 8:26. This is for the weak, for those that suffer temptations, for those that are thinking of doing bad things. Do you know that to think of doing something wrong is not a sin? It says Christ was tempted in all things. It means that Christ would get a thought, hey, if you do this, he was tempted in all things. And sometimes you suffer with temptations. Sometimes you dedicate yourself less. You stop coming to church. Look at what I'm thinking. I love my wife, and look at what I'm thinking. Look, I'm not worthy. Those are temptations. Don't fear your temptations. Rejoice in what it says here. Look, Romans 8:26. Likewise, the Spirit also helps in our weaknesses. The Spirit what? What do you hear God saying from heaven? I will help you in your weaknesses. I will help you in your weaknesses. And what does the avenue I feel say? What if he doesn't help me? And what does the avenue logic says? No, God, you're too evil to help me. And what does God say? God helps us in our weakness. But you can't doubt that, because if you doubt that in the time of weakness, you're going to fall on your face in that very weakness. You have to respect the decree of God. God says that the Spirit helps the weak. That gives me tremendous joy that God helps the weak, and I am one of those. I am weak. That's why Paul says, for the love of Christ, I rejoice in weaknesses, because when I am weak, then I am strong. What does religion say? For the love of Christ, I rejoice in my strength, in my fasting, because I am a man of knees, that I peel my knees. And then God says, don't help that one that has his knees peeled. Let him fall on his face. Those that glory in their appearances, in their self-sufficiency, God says, let him fall on his face. Now the weak says, Lord, I receive what your word says, because I am a woman that's subject to weaknesses. I've committed a lot of faults in the past, and they may repeat themselves. Do you help me? Of course. I've decreed it. I've given my decree. I help the weak. And the wives cooperate with the husband, and the husbands with the wife, and the wives and husband cooperate with their children. You're not going to tell them, oh, I know of what leg you limp, and you're going to do this. No, because you're violating the decree. Why did you arrive late? The wife says to the husband. Where were you? Come on, honey, don't doubt of me. No, I know you're going to do it sooner or later. You're helping the weakness. You're pouring water on it. But then jealousy is against the decree of God, because jealousy is a work of the flesh. So if you begin, he that is a flirter, you says, I know from what leg you limp. Well, he's going to do it. You helped him. If you have a man that is like this, that's a flirter and dangerous, well, then you have to, as a woman, say, you are blessed. Man, I know you love me.